Earth is littered with buried treasures patiently waiting to be discovered. When they're found, they can add depth to unanswered questions about the world. However, while they can tell us a lot about human history, the finds can also create more questions than they answer, especially when they're thousands of years old, such as a knife that looks like it was used by ancient giants. Does that mean giants existed? What's the real story to all these astonishing discoveries? Well, that's what we're going to examine today. To say the Norimitsu Odachi is a large sword with light. The length comes to 12.37 and weighs 13.197 pounds. The typical Odachi blade is far smaller, and their biggest, they're around 6.5 feet long. Norimitsu Odachi is so large that it's believed only giants can wield such a weapon. However, until scientists find fossils of giants, that's probably not the case. Instead of being used on the battlefield, scientists believe this symbol for the warriors. They have also been forged by a swordsmith in order to showcase their understanding of talent. And after all, the key treatment and polishing skills required to make the sword means that only the best creators could have achieved this. Usually, the Odachi blade is hung from the ceiling. It's created so to make the Norimitsu Odachi, it would either require a very tall ceiling or a new technique to be developed for forging. Other theories point to this simply being used for ceremonial rituals or as an offering to a shrine's patron gods. Regardless, it's currently on display in the Kibitsu Shrine in Okayama Prefecture. In 1974, workers were digging a new well near Xi'an, China. They uncovered a large pack of terracotta life-sized army figurines. There were thousands of these individually designed soldiers. There even sleigh horses and chariots in the discovery. They very much resemble the army in 2008 Fudomaki of the Dragon Emperor. The soldiers at one point seemed to have been painted in bright colors, that have become gray over the centuries. Archaeologists estimate there are 8,000 figurines in the discovered 4 pits, but the reason behind them is uncertain. The theory is that the army was created in the first emperor review to fight in HUANG, the afterlife. It's way in 221 BC. According to ancient writings, 700,000 workers created the terracotta army. However, before the full amount formed, there was an uprising. As a result, the project was unfinished. We see this from the 1974 discovery as one of the most profound. Writings also discuss the treasure in some points. However, due to the complexity of it, with him, archaeologists were unable to enter it. We may now have proof that aliens walk amongst us. Well, maybe. 2016, some points were discovered during a close renovation. Of one point, you can see a figure with large hollow eyes that resembles an tortoise for Other coins seem to have an image of a UFO hovering above the ground. The Latin wording scribbled around the coin states, opportunus adest. According to reports, when translated, that means it's here in due time. Spooky. Does that mean the aliens are returning? Should we be panicked? Well, no, probably not. It's speculated that these coins are actually hobo coins. This is a practice that dates back to the 1750s. Coins were made with a softer metal than what we have today. As a result, the coins were used in a sculptured art form, one of which was the well-known body coin. The original coin image was the United States seated liberty, but the artists manipulated the seat into a toilet for humorous reasons. Today, hobo coins are a collected commodity. So, more than likely, these recently discovered coins aren't actually alien. In 1975, the first personal computer was released. Or was it? In 1901, an archaeological diving team found loads of treasure from a Roman shipwreck. The discovery was found near the Greek island Antikythera. Amongst the statues and the jewelry was the Antikythera mechanism. This device appeared to be a collection of rusted gears. It was dismissed for 2 years until archaeologist VALERIos STATIS took a look. He realized just how complex it was, but its purpose was unknown. It wasn't until 1959 when the reason for the mechanism was discovered by Derek J. DeSoya Price. Further x-rays of the mechanism in the 70s gave more evidence to Price's revelation. Price theorized the mechanism is an analog computer. Depending on the calendar month, the Antikythera mechanism could determine where the planets, moons, and stars are in the sky. By manipulating the main gear to the date, the smaller gears would turn to indicate the planet's positions. One of the gears even counted down the days to schedule sporting events like the Olympics. Due to its complexity, scientists are unsure how the ancient Greeks could have even created the Antikythera mechanism. The KHACHIRO was first reported by the British diplomat Sir ALEC KIRKBRIDGE in 1948. While on a plane in the sky, he looked down and saw the wall running along the country of Jordan. Altogether, this mysterious wall is 93 miles in length, although it was no more than 3.3 feet tall and 1.6 feet wide. Along the walls are the remains of hundreds of ruins in the shapes of towers. The date of its construction is a bit of a mystery. The estimate is somewhere between 312 BC to 750 AD. As for the wall's purpose, that too is a mystery. The towers might be rest areas for hunters. The wall's small height and width give the impression that it wasn't created for defensive reasons. After all, it would only take a decent jump for the enemy to clear the rocky structure. Speculation is the wall was constructed to mark some form of boundary, perhaps between the farmers and pastoralists in ancient Jordan. In order to figure this out, scientists are conducting further aerial archaeology. Speaking of aerial archaeology in Jordan, another project has also required that skill in the country. In 1920, British pilot Lionel REES spotted the circles from the sky and took some pictures. Altogether, there's 12 circular stone structures in Jordan, Syria. One of the structures is only partially complete. Most of the circular constructions have a diameter of 1,312 feet. With a Roman road within the circles, suggestions indicate that they are around 2,000 years old. According to the archaeologists examining the circles, it wouldn't have been too difficult to create them. They're all formed from local stone. A dozen people could make one of the formations in the space of about a week. Their purpose is a bit of an enigma. The walls, much like the KHACHIRO, are small in their height and width. The main theory is they were created to be animal pens, yet the specific circular shape is not necessary for animal pens. Archaeologists have taken more images from the sky. However, further excavation is needed to figure out the reason for the circle's existence. Write in the comments what you think they're for. The Pyramid of Unas was built around 4,350 years ago for the Egyptian pharaoh Unas. After its discovery, the ruins were off limits to archaeologists. The pyramid has decayed so much that it was too dangerous to enter. Only restoration work has been going on since. However, in 2019, archaeologists were allowed to enter the structure again. They found a 30-foot tunnel that took them to the center of the pyramid. This is where they saw the burial chambers of Unas. Inside, the walls and ceilings were covered in well-preserved hieroglyphics. It's said to be the first pyramid to be carved with hieroglyphic spells for the afterlife. Another finding recently involves the Great Sphinx of Giza. This 4,500-year-old structure is said to have many secret tunnels and chambers underneath. It could be linked to the Great Pyramid of Giza nearby, which is created for the pharaoh Khufu. There are theories that this could lead to finding long-forgotten, priceless historical treasures or even an ancient library. Archaeologists are currently excavating this newly discovered labyrinth of tunnels. In Saudi Arabia lies the Al-Nazla monolith. This rock is based in an oasis in Tamar. The art on the Al-Nazla monolith is estimated to be 4,000 years old. You can see a horse or camel next to a person, yet what's strange is the divide in the rock. It's incredibly clean, almost as if something powerful caused the monoliths to split. One of the theories is that a laser was responsible. Perhaps an advanced ancient civilization somehow had the technology to cut into the stone. Or maybe aliens once again caused something mysterious to occur in Earth's history. Geologists believe the divide was caused when the ground beneath the monolith was offset. Another idea is that the rock sits on an old fault line. Once the crack developed, the sand blown by the wind slowly eroded the rock in the gap, which caused it to become smooth over the many years. This has been the explanation for many rock formations over the world with a similar clean cut. As such, it's probably more likely than aliens or ancient lasers. Off the coast of the island Yonaguni in Japan lies an underwater rock formation. It's been said to resemble a massive submerged pyramid. It was first found in 1986 by scuba instructor KHACHIRO ARATAKI. Since then, the strange construction has become a diving hotspot. Its creation is a riddle. Geologists claim that it's a natural formation caused by the water current, yet, according to some divers, it doesn't explain the gigantic knife they found in the area. Once the image spread across social media, accusations of aliens creating the monument began to ring out. Another theory is that this could be connected to the ancient lost city of Atlantis, which is a fictional island that was said to have fallen into the ocean. However, divers have not yet come across Namor or Aquaman just yet to explain what the monument actually is. The image of the massive knife has been accused of being fake. If that is the case, the natural formation theory is more likely. However, it hasn't been completely confirmed just yet, as some archaeologists have claimed art is present on the stone, but this is debated. Coming in at 23.8 feet in height and 16 inches in diameter, the Iron Pillar of Delhi has perplexed many scientists. It's over 1,600 years old, yet it hasn't rusted at all. All over the pillar are inscriptions that seem to be a eulogy for King Chandragupta II. Even its location is an enigma. Part of the inscription suggested that it was moved to the current placement from an unknown place. There are two theories on why it hasn't rusted. First, the creation of the pillar seemed to use high phosphorus wood. Today, lime is used to create a film to protect the metal from being oxidized into rust. Second reason involves the environment. The particles and minerals from the pillar being wielded from wrought iron. They added to the protective layer protecting the pillar. In recent years, the pillar has had to be guarded with a fence. This is because tourists kept touching the pillar. As a result, the bottom half of the pillar is discolored as the protective layer has been stripped away by wandering hands. And that's it. We really wanted to know what the bizarre underwater monument of Yonaguni is. Which of our entries enticed you the most? Pop your